Another man who made it through to the UFC via Dana White's Contender Series is Sunderland's own Mick Parkin, 6-0 professionally.
What up, y'all? Yeah, hey.
He has been training with Tom
fixed the
Aspinall,
ticker here. Sorry.
Got
here a little late.
Andrew Fisher as well. This guy has a lot of resources available to him, Michael. I mean, it's a part of the world that you're more familiar with. You know the guys around him. He's been well schooled, a real MMA style of fighting. We saw he overcame a lot in that Dana White's Contender Series appearance and got the finish too. I'm excited to see what he brings tonight.
Yeah, well, his opponent on the Contender came at him like an absolute madman, swinging crazily. But he
getting ready for this first fight. I say first fight, it's walkouts right now. Parkin's undefeated.
Now, as you mentioned,
we've got Jamal Borg about to come in, see what he can do with this undefeated guy. These are heavyweights, 6'4", 265 pounds.
Around the hotel.
Shout out to them.
But I shut it out. Intimidating. But some of the nicest guys, Mick Parkin making the walk. First one of the team. Let's see what he's got.
All right, before Parkin gets to actually throw down, let's go through this
we
tape.
don't get a lot of people in here for UFC.
Physically, very similar on paper, both heavyweights at 264 and 266 pounds. Parkin with a 2-inch reach advantage. To introduce the fighters, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds.
Bruce Buffer in the house.
In the UFC.
Let me turn this down just a little bit so it's not too loud and overwhelming me. Hope you guys can hear me pretty good. Connor's first. What up, Connor? Good to see you here, brother. Appreciate you.
6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 266 pounds.
Anybody see these guys? These behemoths? What up, Jamal? Jamal Pokes. Jamal looks like... What up, Corey? Good to see you, brother. I'm sorry I'm eating. If you're on TikTok, we don't talk to you. You got to move over to YouTube to watch the live stream. You guys can watch the fights and get in it. Here's Mick Parkin. Dude's undefeated. But when you're undefeated at 6-0, I got to know who you fought. Now, Pokes doesn't look like much of a fighter. He is. But he looks like he hasn't worked out in the whole year. It's just the way it goes sometimes. If you got questions about sports, you want to talk to me, shout out to my TikTok community. All you got to do, follow the link, come over to YouTube, and we got you. Somebody keep spamming the likes. Let's get everybody up in here. What up? We got the B Team Ring Girls out. Jamal Pokes is hanging out. This bruh has the biggest gut. Turn off invites for this. So here we go. What up, Lewis Hinton? Good to see you. Roll Tide Road. All right, the fight's starting. Touch gloves because we're good sportsmen. We're out here. These are heavyweights. This fight will not last long if I have it my way. 6-0 means let's come out swinging. Now, he does get a lot of takedowns, the British dude. I went and looked him up real quick before we did this. Parkin here. But remember, this fight is actually taking place in England, so the majority of the fighters are going to be from England on the entire fight card tonight. It's just to promote the regional fighters out there on the island. I call it the island. England is an island as far as I'm concerned. Of course, Bisping's one of the announcers. Bisping being from England, he's going to be an advocate for these England guys every single time. He's going to tell you how great they are. He's trained with them before. He's going to say they're underrated. They need to be, respected. I think this man looks good so far. He looks like he's got tree trunks for legs. Straight up, that dude doesn't miss or skip leg day. Shout out to Derrick Henry. I'll be back. I need to turn on this fan. Give me a second. Pogues is nice, though. Yes, he is, Corey. He's very nice. Pogue is nice. Don't let me miss the knockout.
Yeah, there's the explosion of Pogues.
Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. Oh, all right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Here we go. If you have sports questions and you're on TikTok, you need to move over to YouTube and we'll answer them. Nice jab. Now, that wasn't even a jab. That was a cross that he threw like a jab. Shout out to Pogue. He can just do what he wants. That means he's in phone booth range. Ooh, just caught himself with a jab. Nobody likes a jab to the nose, no matter how tough you are. If you get punched in the nose, it causes your eyes to water. You're not crying. It's just a reaction, a physical reaction to getting punched in the nose. Your eyes will water. So you never want it to happen. It just kind of bugs you. If you're a kid, you're crying. If you're a woman, you're crying. If you're a grown man and you're in a fight, hopefully it's happened before and you're not surprised. There you go, Pogue. If you kick an inside leg kick like Parkin just did, and you throw nothing over the top, you will get punched. You have to throw your combo and finish with a leg kick. People need to get in the habit of finishing their combos with a kick as opposed to just throwing a kick with nothing in front of it. Like that. See how he keeps throwing that kick with nothing in front of it? That will get you punched. That will get you hurt. You've got to throw something in front before you kick. Give me a combo and then kick. Right there. He could have ended with a kick. It looked really strong right there, by the way. Poe can't eat too many of those. See, those kicks are it's cheap. You'll get clocked when you do that. There it is. You'll get clocked because your hands come down naturally when you kick. Change level, got stuffed. That's a poor shot, by the way. It's just a terrible shot. He's going to fight for underhooks here. Parkin's going to try to get inside underneath his armpit like this and turn him towards the cage. So we've got one underhook reaching. He's trying to get the other. That's exhausting, by the way. That's known as pummeling. Shout out to Pork for catching him with an elbow while trying to pummel. Fake the knee. That got him to bite. Ooh, he touched Pogue pretty good, y'all. Pogue needs to get out of there. And that's why Pogue keeps trying to change levels. Change levels and shoot because that did not feel good. Parkin's a hoss, bro. Parkin looks very strong and in shape compared to Pogue. Pogue's athletic, but obviously he could be in better shape. Oh, he's getting clocked. Yeah, those are looping punches that never connected. And Parkin just doing his thing. Stay calm, broad shoulders. Dude looks like he could lift a house. Ooh, 2 quick jabs to the nose. It's annoying. Pogue's laughing and smiling at him. They're talking smack. Dude, I couldn't be talking to you jabbing me like this, y'all. I couldn't be talking. Oh, these kicks are going to bug him. He's very heavy-footed. Notice Pogue is not on his toes. He's flat-footed. All his weight is on those feet. Ooh, they're swinging for real, y'all. They're swinging for real. Heavyweights, you can't touch them up like that. Ooh, good head movement, too. He took his head off center line. When you see a guy moving his head, I'm talking about changing levels and angles all at the same time. That's what you're looking for. Shout out to this boy Parkin. He looks real. He looks real. I wonder if he can grapple. I wonder. But these boys are big. These boys are big. Pause. We got to mute it during commercials because we'll get copyright hits. If you guys got sports questions, feel free to ask them. Come on over. I'm here. I'll be here all day. We're down to 7 and 5. I like it. We're down to a dozen people watching us. We don't give a shit. We really don't care. There's only 12 people in this world that want to know what's going on in the world of sports. Everybody else sucks. Not worried about it at all. During commercial breaks, you can ask me any sports question. I'll answer it. It can be non-UFC oriented. But during the fight itself, I'll try not to answer anything else. Just want to stay focused, tell you to read the room. Melvin Gordon to the Ravens, $3.1 million a year. That is half of what Justin Tucker's making on the Ravens. Think about it. Justin Tucker's making twice as much as a running back you just signed. They are not paying running backs a damn thing. They're paying kickers something outrageous. And there's a prime example. Shout out to Melvin Gordon for getting a job, for getting $3 million. Probably 1.7 might hit his bank account. That's pretty damn good. I'll take that all day and twice on Sunday. Fight is back. Let's go. Shout out to you, Corey Flores. How's my day been? I just woke up this morning, made a couple quick videos, doing a lot of research and data, getting ready to do these fights with you guys. And then after the fights, I'm going to hang out with my son. I have a 15-year-old son, and he thinks I'm the coolest dude alive. He already texted me and said, Dad, what are we doing today? It's just good people. He lives with his mother down in Florida, so I just like hanging out with my son online. We talk to each other every day. And shout out to Rico Jr., a beast. Here we go. All right, so you got a single leg, high crotch. You got to pull it away from the cage. And when you're like this, what I like to do is step away from the cage and lift. I call it Olay. Like if you're bullfighting, you go here and lift. But as you step away and lift, it will cause them to fall. We call it tree topping. But you got to put the leg in front of you, not in between your legs or behind you. That's dope. Family's everything. That's what's up. Thank you, guys. Yeah, man, I try. There he goes. Pummeling, fighting for an underhook. That's the most exhausting thing to do. The one way to defend against it, the way Pogue is doing this here, is tuck your elbow to your side. The problem with that is obviously your face is exposed. So somebody can punch you or elbow you in the face as you break. That 50-50 is what we call it. One underhook for each person is a 50-50. Double underhooks for anyone, and you're winning that engagement or, that pummeling exchange. Front kick. He didn't throw with bad intentions. Bad intentions is what's important. Excuse me. If you're on TikTok trying to talk to me about sports, you got to move over to YouTube. I won't read it. But shout out to my boys who are with me on TikTok. It's just we're Rico's Roughnecks, man. There's about 6 or 7 of us. One day it'll grow. We're not worried about it. We just watch fights together. Roll Tide. Pogues looks tired. It's a heavyweight fight. You got to go 5 rounds. Or, I'm sorry, 3 rounds. What the hell's wrong with me? Oh, those aren't good. So they're both kind of resting this second round, trying to catch their breath. Oh, there's a good low kick. That's a good low kick. Pogues can't take that kick to the calf. That was real. Outside leg kick to the calf will break you down. That's why he's switching his leg. Did you see him switch stance? There he goes. Switch stance again. He's afraid of that low kick to his front left leg. So he keeps switching stance. But he can't even fight naturally in that stance. He's just switching it, hoping to protect. It's self-preservation at this point. That hurts. Don't do it anymore. Look at Lewis. Tybura all day. Yeah, man. I'd imagine some people are really going for him. I was this close to picking Tybura. I haven't said anything about my picks. I'm just telling you right now, Parkin looks good. Remember, I don't miss a lot when I pick UFC fights, so I try not to pick them before the fight. I try not to give anybody my answers. Thinking about giving out all my picks on Patreon. Make a Patreon and charge you guys $5 to hear my picks. Thinking about it. Let me know what you guys think. That's my picks for fights, my picks for games. Maybe I can go 10. Out there, people making money off my picks, bro. I need to make some money off my knowledge. I don't gamble, though. Yeah, Parkin needs to move his head a little bit. Yeah, Parkin needs to move his head. It was too centered. He's not moving it enough. Yeah, there it is. It's another good kick. Kick on the outside. Go, go, go. Outside leg kick now. Low calf. Hard. It's right there for him to take. Nope. He keeps going for the inside. I would go for the outside. You want to be consistent where you land that outside leg kick, that calf kick. You don't want to miss. Look at that head. Look at that head movement. The level change. It's impressive. But that's just 2 rounds of them resting in front of each other. I don't know how you grade that round. That's the problem. I don't know how you grade that round at all. I can tell you this. You're an American in England. You're not going to win the round with the judges in England like that. So Jamal Pogue, he needs to really fix himself. You're in England, you will lose. They're not going to let that dude lose. An undefeated dude ain't losing his record to somebody with this shit. There it is. You got to win it. Those are slow motion punches, bro. We're going to get to a third. Get to a third. These dudes sound like aren't British announcers some of the worst? I can't stand a British accent, y'all. I can't stand it. How much college basketball do you watch? Well, Connor, I don't miss any of the conference tournaments and any of March Madness. That's about all I'll watch because football season's going on at the same time, especially bowl season at that time. So I try to stay away from college basketball early on. Conference tournament, I love to see people on their journey to make it to the big dance. And then obviously I don't miss any games of March Madness. I want to tell you, even when I was in the military, I would take weeks off of leave every single year for March Madness. I'm not playing with people. I'm not coming to work. If you've ever had me at work, I'm not going to be there. Not mentally. I'm not there. I got the game on. I've figured out a way to get past all your firewalls. I can use every proxy server in the world. I'm a cyber expert. I can overcome anything if I want to on the internet, and I'm going to watch all my games. So, yeah, that's how much I follow or how much I watch college basketball. I've been watching college basketball since 94, 95 time frame, ever since Big Country, Bryant Reeves, that Final Four with Ed and Charles O'Bannon at UCLA, Arkansas, and who else was in that Final Four? I'm drawing a blank right now, but that was my Final Four. That was when I got introduced to college basketball, was 95. And obviously I've done a lot of research since then. Back to the fight, third round, great kick by Jamal Pork. Big Country, yep, Bryant Reeves. Here we go. Parkin really needs to pick it up, though. Pick up the volume. He's saying, let's fight. I don't see any aggression, though.
Bringing you all the elites analysis tonight is another voice. Dean Thomas, what you got for us on this matchup?
Shout out to TikTok. If you're sending me any messages or talking to me, you have to come to YouTube. I only talk to my YouTube fam. I get paid on live streams from YouTube, not from TikTok. So I'm just here so you can see me, but you got to move over to YouTube if you want to have a conversation with me about anything. I'm not reading the chat at all. There we go. Ooh. Parkin's touching him up just a little bit. When you start, oh, there it is. You can't take that kick anymore. He switched stance. He switched legs. This angle is better than your TikTok. Thank you very much, Dylan Patrick. I try my best. I'm not worried about the angle on TikTok, but I appreciate you. I don't know what you mean by angle. You're talking about camera angle? I like my TikTok camera angle better. Here we go. Pogue is gonna keep changing his stance once you kick that front. There it is. But one thing he's doing wrong is when you back away from your opponent, you do not back straight away. You want to circle away from his power hand. So he should be circling to his opponent's left, move away from his right, and he just doesn't do it properly. That's why you just cut across right there. That's why he's catching all those power punches like this. He's moving towards the power hand right now, and he's going to start getting rocked. It's just he fundamentally has forgotten what he's supposed to be doing. He's exhausted. Who you got for a boxing match next week? I'll never watch a boxing match in my life. D from DMV. I don't watch any boxing whatsoever. Not even a little bit. I couldn't care. You can start naming boxers, and I'll just be like, nah, no thanks. Do you follow hockey or baseball? The answer is no, neither one. I know players on each league, but I don't follow it. I find them, I respect hockey players immensely. They don't have a good enough TV contract for me to catch all their games. There he goes, another right cross upstairs. This boy Jamal can't move. He's going to lose in points. At best, it's 29-28 on the cards, but I would go 30-27. He just doesn't have enough volume. You're not going to beat an undefeated fighter in his home country like this, not with those judges. Why don't I like boxing? D from DMV. I don't like boxing because I find it to be too restrictive. I grew up watching boxing. I was into boxing for many, 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 many years. And I now look at boxers like, where is all the competition? Like, there isn't enough good boxers at each division for me to respect your belt or the next guy you're fighting. There just isn't quality boxers. I don't know 10 good boxers in any weight division, where when I look at MMA, I know 15 or 20 good fighters at every single weight division. I know guys who are great and they're not even ranked yet. So if boxing had a ranking system, I would respect it. And if we could go out there and say, okay, they always go, this is the number one contender, the number one fighter, da-da-da, and they got like 50 different belts. I need a boxing, not commission, I need a boxing league. I need a league that manages all the boxers and keeps them all there so I can see the forefront. And in the meantime, all I'm dealing with are these commissions and these top-ranked boxing promoter, blah, blah, blah. And they're just all convincing you this guy has the WBF, the IBF, the WBA, just a bunch of 3 letters and pick a damn thing. 3 letters and a belt. I can't get down with it. I just watched the boxer. He's 30-1. I saw that he's 30-1. And I went to go read all his opponents. and 2 of his opponents are 0-1 all time. That means their only boxing match in the history of their existence was against this guy. And I Google search one of those guys. And he's a janitor, bro. He's a janitor. He's a real-life janitor. And he just decided to get, certified to box. And now these guys want to swing the last 5 seconds. You fought for 15 minutes, and you swing the last 5 seconds. I can't applaud it. But I think the Parkin kid wins this. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, imagine, imagine, and I'll get to you guys' questions here now that we're on commercial. Give me a second here. I got to mute it for the copyrights. But imagine, if you will, there was the NFL, right? And then there was a bunch of leagues of football going around, but you found a guy and he says, I'm the leading rusher in my league. And you're like, well, where the hell do you play? He's like, well, I play in the indoor arena football league in South Carolina. And there's 13 teams in indoor arena football league South Carolina. You're like, okay, well, that's really cool, dude. I'm glad you play in the indoor arena football league in South Carolina. That doesn't mean you're world class. That doesn't mean you belong in the NFL. That's how I feel about boxers. You come across a dude and they'll just start telling you how great he is. You'll be like, well, who is he? Like, where'd he box? And he boxed in the indoor arena football league, bro. I can't get down with it. It's trash to me. What are my thoughts on Kenny Pickett? First and foremost, Connor, my thoughts are none, because I don't think about him often. Hold on. 30-27. Yep. What'd I tell you? Parkin. 30-27. It's his home. It's his home country, bro. 30-27. Oh, dude, he got kissed, bro. Kiss him in the mouth. Kiss him on the mouth. I dare you. These dudes in other countries, bro, they be kissing each other on the lips. We saw that shit, last week? I'm just letting you know. I can't even deal with it. Kissing each other on the lips, gotta go. Anyways, what do I think about Kenny Pickett? I don't think about Kenny Pickett, but shout out to him. Hey, Alvarez better get beat, bruh. So these are 2 Europeans, just so you know. Alvarez is from Spain, and he's a fighter. Let's see what he can do. He's getting his shot, but once again, he's going up against a countryman. These fights are in England. We'll see what it's about. This boy wants to scrap.
Obviously, last fight out, things did not go his way. Faced the absolutely surging Arman Sarukian, who you can't be upset about that one. We see where
I remember that fight. So yeah, Kenny Pickett, small hands, bruh, but he plays well enough. So shout out to him. Yeah, he is. Mark's a good fighter. Corey, you picking Mark? I can't go there, but I hear you. I'm gonna go with Alvarez. Because at least I know he's got natural hair color, bruh. Mark's about to come out in some real shit. Mark is explosive though, and he gets a lot of takedowns. So let's see it. All 19 wins. If he's gonna win, he's gonna finish the fight. If Alvarez is gonna win, he's gonna finish the fight. 6'3", 155, guys. This is a very tall lightweight. Dude, this is the big guy. This is him. He keeps knocking on dudes' cups. This happened again. This is the only guy that knocks on people's cups. They do it in Canada. Now they're doing it in England. Oh, my God. He keeps knocking on these men's cups. Guys, this does not happen anywhere in America. And anyone on TikTok who tells me, oh, Rico, stop it, this happens everywhere. No, it does not. I've been a fighter for 20 years. A fighter/coach for 20 years. I'm telling you, I've been around the fight game for a very long time. Nobody checks to see if you're wearing a cup by knocking on your cup. No, they look at you and they point at your groin and you knock on it. Or they ask you, cup, and you knock it. They say mouthpiece. You show your teeth. You show your mouthpiece. No, man, this man behind, look at that dude smiling. Look at that dude right there smiling in the background. That man is smiling and getting because he's out here getting a knock on your nuts. Stop this shit. This is an apex predator in the building and they're letting it happen. They're letting this man knock on other men's nuts. He's called, hey, this is the nutcracker right here. This is outrageous. No one's offended but me. What are your thoughts on Joe Paterno from Penn State? Absolute bum of a person, bruh. I don't care what anyone says. He allowed a pedophile on his staff for years on end and pretended like it wasn't his problem. That dude is disgusting. He died from karma. Let it be known. He died from karma. Look at this. I'm going to check you. Look at him smiling and everything. Touching you, bro. I'm checking your nails. Cool, cool, cool. Let me knock on that nuts. Oh, they had to turn the camera away. That man was reaching for it. That man was reaching for it. The nut knocker in the building, bro. I don't know about Kenny, but George Pickens is a dog. Is that a play on what school he went to? He was a wasted dog. He was a wasted dog. Check out that coat, man. Bruce Buffer got the flyest coat, bro. Bruce Buffer's closet got to be amazing. I'm assuming he keeps all these suits. These jackets he comes out with every single week. Amazing. Look at that jacket. Only Bruce Buffer can pull it off, y'all. Let's go, Joel. Oh, we going to fist pump? Oh, let's go. Alvarez going to finish this fight. This is a very good grappler, though. Mark over here, this man can do every jiu-jitsu move in the world. Careful. What's he doing, bro? We call that the monkey effer. We call that that we really do in the Army. We call it the MFer. The monkey effer. That's what we call it. They used to make us do it. They used to tell us, get down in the corner over there and go do some monkey effers. That's what it looked like. It was the most degrading exercise in the world. What up, Dan? Dan, your shirt's tucked in. Don't sweat it, bro.
Tell me that Mark DeCasey doesn't love his job.
Let's go, DeCasey. Let's see what you got, Mark.
There is Joel, El Fenomeno.
What up, DeCasey? Hey, look, why'd he dye his beard, bro?
He told me he feels like he's going to recreate a Timu.
Here we go.
That was the biggest highlight of his
Alvarez, the hype train stops here if you lose, bro. Alvarez, if you lose, the hype train's over. Alvarez in shape, bro. There we go. Hey, at least he was committed to that kick. You guys see him open his hips and miss so bad he was off balance? It's because you need to go full circle when you miss on a kick. Because you should be kicking through and opening your hips. Pivot and open. Great catch. Nice, nice. I'm telling you, y'all, Alvarez is superior, bruh. He's nice. I'm an Alvarez dude all day. Look at that man. Look at this man. Come on. He's a finisher. Ooh, you got to kick. You got to check it. Ooh, great job, bruh. He caught him with a hook. Alvarez, ooh. Alvarez is here, bruh. Alvarez is going to be in this fight. Come on. Tell me you guys are excited about this one. These boys are for real. Ooh, spinning back fist? You trying to make a damn highlight reel? Who saw these roundhouse kicks? Great. But you got to bring it up just a little bit. You would have caught him in the rib. Dude, that lead hook with no hip involved, no pivot. It's just a hook from jab range. I don't know anything about illegal websites. I don't know anything about streaming anything. I pay for everything. I'm letting you know now. I'm not liking my pick. Corey Flores. I'm Rico, bruh. Never pick against me. Rico knows. I don't miss on my MMA picks. And if I do, it's going to be some wild, lucky stuff. Look at DeCasey. He's getting clocked, bruh. Put DeCasey on skates. These announcers are still trying to gas him up. They're still trying to gas him up. You know why? Because that's their pick. They put money on him, so they gas him up. That's one of their friends. I'm telling you, none of these announcers are real. I got no money on this. I just got my reputation on it. That's more. My reputation is more than money. I can't be missing. Give me Alvarez, I said. I think I'm going to make a whole mashup of all my predictions on MMA fights. I think I'm just going to make a whole mashup of just me getting them right. Do you have any favorite teams or just favorite players? Definitely no favorite teams. I have players I appreciate and support their entire journey in their career. And same with coaches. What team they play for, I don't care. There's free agents. Coaches get hired and fired. I support them no matter where they go. It's a big difference, but I hear you. Y'all make sure to hit that like button. Thank you so much. Shout out to you guys, man. Hit that like button. Let's get that algorithm working. Shout out to TikTok. Hit the like button. Let's get it out. They just pound that screen the way I'm pounding that thing. Okay. Great front kick. And see, he wants to throw a front kick back. This is a child thing. DeCasey's getting rocked, bro. DeCasey's going to get rocked. DeCasey can't handle it, guys. DeCasey's not ready for Alvarez. Look at that. DeCasey is tough, though. He's taking a bunch of punches to the face. But he's getting that eye dotted, bro. Dot your eye. Dot your eye. Don't worry about Alvarez. The only thing that can hurt Alvarez is they are in England. So the crowd is going to make a huge sound anytime he does anything decent. And that can sway judges. They might think, oh, maybe I missed it. Look at that. Perfect. And the problem with DeCasey is he's backing away straight. I told you guys. DeCasey is not, he's not circling. He's backing away straight. Oh, he's going to get smothered. Hey, man, he's holding the cage. There it is. Jump on his back, get a hook. Jump on his back, get a hook. That's exactly what I would do. I'd make him wear me like a backpack. Yep. Just make him support all your weight with his legs. He'll be tired. You just hang on and just climb on him. I'll answer sports questions afterwards. That's a hook. That's a hook. He got the switch. He turned around. That's good job by DeCasey. Now with 10 seconds left, that's not good, but it's just 10 seconds. I still give the round to Alvarez, big time. I still give the round to Alvarez. Yeah. You hate when fighters just move straight back. It's easy to yeah, so it's actually innate. You're born that way, you know? You're trying to move away from being struck, and when you move away like that, oh my goodness, do you get rocked. Hey, I got a question for you guys. I want you guys to help me out. When do I sound best on my microphone? Somebody tell me right now. We're going to do it like the eye doctor. We're going to do it like the eye doctor. You guys tell me. Do I sound better right here or right here? Do I sound better right here? What about 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Please let me know. 1 or 2? Which one makes me sound better? We're going to do sound check now. What do you guys got? Once again, 1 or 2. You say 2. I sound better. I sound better with 2 right here. I sound better. Okay. I sound better with 2. Perfect. Okay, let's keep going. Do I sound better with, now this is 1. Now this is 1. Do I sound better with 1 or 2? 1 or 2. We're on 2 right now. 1. This is 1. How's everybody doing? We're back on the fight. Let's go. Or 2. This is 2 right here. I sound better on 2. Just needed to know. I want to be consistent. Definitely 2 for sure. Okay. Well, we'll leave it there for now, and we'll keep checking on every commercial break. Appreciate you guys. I really appreciate that. I had no idea. 1 sounds like an echo, so 2 is better. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. That's another takedown that's not good. That's exactly what DeCasey needs. Now Alvarez is going to be in trouble here. DeCasey does know how to grapple and scrap. He's in his guard, but I love the fact that Alvarez has an open guard trying to get up, but he needs to just put his back on the fence and crawl up the fence with his back. It's called wall walking. That's all he needs to do is wall walk up the fence, and he'll be up. He's trying to get over the shoulder. You can get a Kimura from here. I wouldn't do that. See right here, you just got to just wall walk up. You get a knee in front of his waist. You can then start sweeping. I think he's going to try to do it right now. Yeah, there's a Kimura right here waiting to happen. In Kimura, you go over the shoulder and then figure 4 your own wrist. You go over the shoulder, underneath the forearm, and figure 4 your own wrist. And then you try to lay back. You can't lay back, though, with the fence in the way. But it's worth the shot. There it is. He's over the shoulder.
submit them. Listen,
But you need to secure the wrist first. Here he goes. I think he's going for a Kimura, guys.
of that style.
Me too.
If that's what Alvarez is doing on his back. I'm talking about the guy on his back, by the way.
More sweaty as well, so that
He can grab that. See how he's grabbing his wrist now? You see how he's trying to get wrist control? You get that wrist control on that left arm right there, and you go over the shoulder like that, and then you grab your own wrist. This is a Kimura waiting to happen. This is a Kimura waiting to happen.
God, I love my cheerleading squad here. John Good and Michael Missy, Paul further on commentary.
I think that's exactly what he's going for, and
And again, this
DeCassie's smart.
Casey. Like
He's grabbing shorts. He's keeping it low. He's defending against it. He knows what's happening.
for sure.
So now that Alvarez going right there, wrist control.
Slipping out of things now, especially in the position that
Oh, Alvarez is up, and he knew it, so he grabbed his back. That's fine. Now you just spin towards your opponent. You just spin. It's easy for me to say, but you spin with the sweat, get the elbow over his face,
Now he is back up, but is he going to go back down?
and
ain't gonna be now after this.
oh, it slipped. DeCasey's going to just stay there. DeCasey needs to do some type of damage, though, because he lost the first round. So he needs some type of damage. There it is. Woo, great stuff. Now you spin on his back. You're going to spin on his back as fast as you can. Apply pressure down with your chest and spin. He's done it right there. Boom. And now this is bad news for DeCasey at this point. He's got to be tired. Yep. You don't give him your back. This is bad news, y'all. You can just smash a guy right there.
DeCasey in turtle position here. Alvarez
DeCasey's just stalling.
right now.
Just stalling, but there's too much time for you to just stall. It's a whole minute. But you see the difference in damage? The difference in damage is real, guys. Here we go. I think they're both tired. It's a headbutt. It's a headbutt.
They said it's legal.
Oh, it was a headbutt.
Casey, a big knee lands.
Hey, it was a headbutt.
This could
So this is bad right here, y'all.
here in the ISO.
So he's got one carotid. Oh, this is going to be bad. He's got to put that forearm across his neck the other way.
Through this and it doesn't end because of that. However, I don't know.
Oh, now it's in. Now it's in. If he can get his own bicep, it's over. This is it. This is it, guys. This is it. And he's going to say he lost because of a headbutt.
17th submission. He gets it done in London.
And again, we were talking about it before, the long limbs to wrap up something like a dog.
Bro, let him go, bro. The fight's over. Give that man room to breathe. Why you hugging him and holding him?
Asterisks against that.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it's not Joel Alvarez's fault.
No, it's not.
Because they both clashed heads. The referee made a mistake. Granted, he was probably in a bad position.
Yeah.
You know, he has got the benefit.
He missed the headbutt, y'all.
When Bobby Green faced Jared Gordon, they clashed heads and it caused into a set. So I wonder if we're going to review it at all now. Because let's see how bad this. I mean, that's right on the back of the head, right behind the ear. You can see it
straight
did
away.
affect him.
Straight away, he reacts.
That should have been stopped. That should have been stopped and given time for Casey to recover for sure.
Yeah, man. What do you do, guys?
I wonder if they're going to. Are they going to look at that? I mean, I see Jason Herzog over there.
What do you do?
Yeah, he's talking.
Is that a no contest?
Head of regulations, of course. They're talking about something. I think they should take a look at that. And
Well, is it not down to the referee in the center of the octagon?
What do you guys do? I wish other sports would adopt the hockey rule where you can fight in exchange
yes, he does.
for sitting out a certain period of time.
Happen. It looks like
Yeah,
something's being
it's a part of the sport.
shirts, staring at monitors.
What do you do? Do you let the man have his win?
Okay. Here's the official decision.
He finishes every single win.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Movaheady has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 26 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by submission due to a head and arm choke, Joe Alvarez.
It's a beastly choke. I'll tell you guys what,
Joel Alvarez.
as I look at it and I think about it,
Fight.
um,
First round was wild action. Round 2.
I was right again.
Submission. Must feel pretty good.
It'd make baseball more watchable. That's I'll never watch baseball. 50 G's, he said. 50 Yeez. 50 Yeez. I'm like, what? Yeezy. Yeezy.
Tiene una lucha tremenda. Estamos muy contentos de estar aquí en este trabajo. a great opponent. It was a great fight, and I'm very happy to be here.
Well, the crowd loved it.
Not what he said.
Congratulations, Joel El Fernando.
Damn, that interview was over quick, bruh. That interview was over quick.
Look at that. Most lightweight finishes.
They just said, all right, thanks for doing it. They don't give them Hispanic dudes no time for shine, bruh.
That's a shame, man. That's an amazing performance.
Yeah,
He still wobbled. I was watching it. I was watching it during the interview with Michael. You could see that he's still
Oh,
in
man.
equilibrium. And Casey does not strike me as a guy who's going to play that up just for no reason, just to kind of.
I don't care what's wrong with DeCasey, bruh. You're in the cage and you're in a fight.
And again, this is absolutely nothing against Joel Alvarez.
These guys just keep talking because the guy they wanted to win didn't win. They were talking about him before the fight. They wanted him to win. They're pissed that he didn't win, and now they're making excuses. Bruh, people get headbutted all the time. Keep scrapping. People get hit in the nuts. Keep striking. Like, what are we doing? What mid-major conference do you think is the most exciting this year? So usually it's the American, but I want to tell you guys, this upcoming season, I'm going to be more interested in Sun Belt games. Sun Belt has the best running backs of any Group of 5 conference. As a matter of fact, I think the Sun Belt might have better running backs than some Power 5 conferences. That's how good the Sun Belt running backs are. I'm not joking. The Sun Belt has running backs next year that the Power 5 just doesn't have. They have guys who can rush for 1,400 yards. I'm not kidding. It's amazing. I'm really excited for the Sun Belt next season. At the same time, I think 2 or 3 of the worst teams in the entire country are in the MAC, and that's must-see TV for me. You got Danny Roberts coming up. Who's making these picks, man? Who's making these picks? Give me Danny Roberts over Parson. Oh. All right, Corey Flores, you got one right. You got one right. You think Jake Haener can become the Saints' future franchise quarterback? No, I don't think anyone drafted in the 4th round is going to be a franchise quarterback. Do I think Jake Haener is better than a lot of other guys? Hell yes. But franchise quarterbacks typically get taken in the 1st round. So leave it to first rounders to be franchise quarterbacks. If you're gonna do this for a living and make predictions like I am, I have to do it that way. There are a lot of good boxers. They just don't have to fight each other, fight nobodies, and the fans for the most part are okay with that. It's sad. Yeah, Lewis Hinton, I'll never be okay with it. I'll never understand it. I don't even know how they're considered good boxers. What do they do? They make a living beating up nobodies? Then I'll never watch that shit. You love the MAC. Watch Jordan Lynch as a kid. Started my MAC love. There you go. So I'm excited for Ohio this season. I'm excited for Ball State. I'm excited for Eastern Michigan every year. And all the directional Michigans I'm a big fan of. But next year, I have a feeling Kent State's going to be terrible. Kent State will be awful next year. It's just the reality of the situation. I also feel like Bowling Green will be bad. Those two are going to be a problem. I wish I could make a living beating up scrubs, but I'm probably the scrub. You know, Dylan Patrick, I beat up scrubs every day in my comments. They are the scrubs of the sports talk world. There are scrubs in my comments who don't know anything about sports, and they make it easy for me. And I make content replying to them, and I make money off those hateful comments they make. I make money off their terrible predictions. I beat up scrubs every single day. I love it. So I'm probably being hypocritical. I should like boxing then because they just beat up scrubs. I should do the same thing. I've got Jake Haener is going to be the next Drew Brees for the Saints. What up, Kim? Kim out here saying it. The next Drew Brees for the Saints. I got a ton of friends playing at EMU. I think an EMU OU title is very possible. Toledo will be very good too. Shout out to you, Glitter Dude. I believe that is a very realistic statement there. Rico knows. So do you. Sam Wiggles. You met him at the mall. You guys both in Abercrombie and Fitch. Were you guys both in Hollister? Did you meet him in the back in the toy section at Spencer's? I'm a huge Sam Wiggles guy. I call him Wiggles, by the way. And I like Sam. If you guys don't know who he is, he's the star wide receiver at Ohio. It looks like he should be playing for the Patriots right now. Just your classic white dude who can kill it on the court, on the field. Love everything about him. So there we go. Kansas Jayhawks going to be decent. Yeah, they were decent last year. They'll be decent again. Very good football team. Good coaching staff. Good players. They've been upgrading their talent. I like everything Kansas is doing. I'm cool with it. All right, we got the next fight coming back. Danny Roberts against Johnny Parsons. Guys, Johnny Parsons has some of the worst hair in the UFC. I don't care what anyone says. I'm not a fan of the mullet. I'm also not a fan of dudes 5'9". Any guy 5'9" will tell you they are 6 foot on their dating profile. I can't mess with them. You met him at the Nike store? I don't believe you. I believe you guys were at Build-A-Bear. And that's just, look at this guy's hair, bro. Don't tell me anything different. Look at this man's hair. Is the mic turned on, bro? Where's Bruce Buffer? Hey, the post solo chair exciting. Hell yeah.
This fight is 3 rounds.
Here we go. We got the mic working again. What about 5'8"? No 5'8" dudes claiming to be 6 feet tall. But I'm telling you, 5'9" dudes everywhere are. Yeah. What happened to the mic? It cut out or something. They're booing him because he's American, y'all. Don't ever forget this. We are not friends with the British. We fought them in a war. It was the Revolutionary War. Never forget your origin. We got beef with them right now. Okay? We got beef with them right now. What up, Johnny Parsons? He's an American. You know I never go against Americans. But our boy Danny Roberts is athletic, explosive, fancy. He and I have a very similar tattoo. I'm just letting you guys know. My tattoo on my arm here goes all the way up over my body, across my chest, and down my rib cage. Wraps me like a snake. Oh, what happened to the mic? Check this out. So we're on number 1. Do I sound better on number 1? Or number 2? Do I sound better at number 1 or number 2? Once again, number 1 or number 2? I'm currently on number 2 right now. And there's number 1. Do I sound better on number 1 or number 2? Mic check, mic check. 1, 1, 1. 2. You think I sound better on number 2? Sound better right here. I need you guys to tell me which one's better. 1 or 2? You guys are saying 2 sounds better. Man, you guys are so inconsistent right now. I'm going to keep it going. 2 sounds better. Okay, we'll check it after this round. Here we go. We're just going around in circles with you guys. We're on 2. We're going to keep it on 2, and we'll go from here. You guys on TikTok are not being asked the question. You can't hear my voice output on YouTube. All right. Here's the mullet. The mullet against Roberts. Roberts is explosive, clean. Type of dude you want to take home to meet your mom. Nice high kick. Make you keep your shell up. Keep your fist up. There it is. Parsons has got to make this fight ugly. He's not overly athletic. I'm telling you guys right now, I could beat up Parsons right now, bro. I'm looking at him. I'm sizing him up. I'm a lot bigger and stronger than him, but I'm telling you I'm in better shape than him too right now. That dude looks terrible for a professional fighter. That dude looks gross. Yep. Ooh, he almost got caught with that. That was a very mean left cross. Remember, Roberts is southpaw. No, he's not. He was switching stance. My bad. Correction. No, I'm right. He's southpaw.
See if Roberts can use this reach. Clearly, the longer fighter in there. But Parsons just does such a good job closing that distance.
Parsons' kicks are trash, bruh. Yeah, those are great kicks. Parsons' kicks look ridiculous. Look at these. Parsons needs to stop throwing kicks, guys. His kicks aren't real. Let's go, let's go. Ooh, that one was great. Heavy.
for being a shorter fighter a lot
Oof.
of time in this division.
Oof. He's bringing it, guys.
I got to give him credit for it. He really showed this off.
Roberts is swinging. Mean. With bad intentions. Roberts needs to kick, strike. Strike, kick. One of the two.
A few times. You go watch the replays. His hands are there.
See him circling away from the power hand? That's great. Roberts is circling perfectly. Stance switch.
Yeah, it looks good. There's Miles behind us, rocking a beautiful mullet. Our sound guy back here
Oh, my goodness.
doesn't even know what I'm talking about.
Danny Roberts said
Ooh.
made
Roberts ate a big kick.
took him back to the UK, and after he had some success, he said it made him soft. He said
Ooh.
comfort kills ambition. I love that line that he said.
Let's go, let's go.
Well, it's so true. You've got to be uncomfortable.
All right, now this is number 1.
That's how you get
So we're going to leave this at 1. Do I sound better on 1? Oh, check out Roberts going for the blitz.
Got to be careful in those exchanges, though. We talked about the knees from Parsons.
All right, we got. We'll wait. We'll wait.
Mixing it up nice, going back and forth, landing some good shots. Both guys really attacking the body with some good shots. Danny Roberts
You guys are going to disappoint me
kicks up the middle, getting through the guard of Parsons. Parsons obviously
if you tell me to change my mic again.
the elbow.
Ooh, he got clipped.
We saw a second ago. Roberts smiling.
Ooh,
Okay, he's enjoying himself.
Roberts is letting him have it.
So that means he's dangerous. You know, when you're smiling, when you're fun, when you're not riddled with anxiety about the fight itself, you can let things go. And then that's when you do your best work. But it's so hard trying to relax in a competition where someone's trying to put you to sleep.
I think
But that's where experience comes in.
it's really important for Roberts
See both of
to make it look good. Because even in a close fight, the judges will judge you on your,
pro boxer.
your damage taken, the way your face looks. Are you smiling? Do you look tired? Do you look beat?
And Paddy Pimlet's coach.
Ooh, Roberts is just throwing hard. But when he throws that hard, guys, he's leaving his face wide open. He needs to be careful. But he's swinging hard. Yep, he's leaving his face wide. Like I just said, he needs to be careful. He's swinging so hard he can get hit. And when he swings hard, Parsons is defending against him. Parsons has a good defense. Hey, Roberts is going to slow down if he keeps swinging this hard, you guys. If they make it to the third and fourth round, the second and third round, I'm sorry, he will be exhausted. You can't punch that hard that long, no matter how in shape you are. Oh, hey, you didn't hear the bell? Come on now. Yeah, Eric, the fights are on because they're in England. We're already there. We're still in the prelims. The main card hasn't started, but we're getting there. All right, so mic check, mic check. Do I sound better with this one, number 1, or number 2? Number 1 or number 2? I'm on number 2 now. What's up, what's up? Or do I sound better right here? How's everybody doing tonight? Good to see you. Like to hear you. I appreciate you guys for helping me out. Number 1 or number 2? This is number 1. Mic check, 1. Or number 2. Tell me which one sounds better. Let me know. Kim's saying 2. Eric is saying 1. Eric just got here. I trust Eric's opinion. Where's Dylan, Patrick, and Connor at? Somebody talk to me. Is it 1 or 2? I'm on 2 now. So was it 1 or 2? We're back to 2. All right. You guys are all done. Here's the fun fact for you guys. Willie Bobo says 1.
In the welterweight division.
Here's the fun fact.
As I was saying at the end of that round, Danny's going to stick to the straight shots. I mean,
I'm on 2 and I left it on 2. We'll go back to it.
that favors Parsons.
Here's what you guys don't know.
Doesn't necessarily favor, but it just takes away the natural advantage.
We're back to where we started.
That reach advantage, the straight shot.
I kept comparing them.
When it's a slow
You guys would say 1 versus 2. You guys would pick the second one. Then I do another one. You guys would pick the second one. Then I do another one and pick the second one. We're back to the very first one. The worst one. The one you guys said wasn't any good at all. We're back to it. And you guys have said it's the number 1. You guys drive me insane. I swear to you guys, we are back to where we started. There's only 4 options, 4 settings on the mic. We started here. I said 1 or 2. You guys said 2. I said 1 or 2. You guys said 2. I said 1 or 2. You guys said 2. I said 1 or 2. You guys said 2. And we're back to where we started. It's crazy. I think you guys are trolling me.
That's what you want to do. You want to have a
Great athleticism to jump on 1 foot. spread your legs apart or tree trunks. He's not getting taken down. Remember what I told you guys. Roberts is going to get tired because he was swinging so hard. So now he's in shape, and he's still there, but some things are going wrong now. Roberts might lose this fight in the 3rd round. I hope he keeps touching it. Your subconscious is killing you. There you go. Keep going, Roberts. Get it done. Don't get tired, man. Go for broke. Oh.
Roberts is looking really good, though.
Yep. Roberts is looking great. Got to go for it. Oh, Roberts is done, guys. Roberts got clocked. This fight's over. I told you. Oh, I saw what landed. A damn left-right cross. No, you don't get in here. You should have just stayed back. You're letting him rest now. Guys, he was asleep on his feet. Eyes open. Great elbow. Jaw. Drop. Elbows. Elbow to the face. Elbow to the face. Over the crucifix. Oh, he doesn't want it. He's going arm triangle. I would have crucifixed him. This man is done, guys. If you don't win now with that, now he's in full mount. Oh, Roberts, he's too high, dude. He's too high. Roberts is not feeling it. I don't care what anybody says. Nope. He's going to get clocked, guys. He's swinging too hard. He's got his face exposed. I told you guys this. He's got his face exposed. He's in a real fight with Parsons, bruh. Oh, my goodness. I told you. He's swinging for the fences, and I said that's going to be done by the 2nd and 3rd round. And, my goodness, Parsons is letting him have it, y'all. This fight's over. This fight is over. Oh. He's going to keep eating knees to the face? Nah, bruh. He's not in this fight anymore, guys. His corner is screaming, get your hands up. Look at those. Those punches got nothing on him, guys. Those punches got nothing on him. Watch Parsons, though. This is exhaustion. Oh, my goodness. His hands are way down there. He's throwing from his belly button, bruh. So you're not even protecting your face. That's when you know he's exhausted. Nah. Oh, that was a great punch. Oh. Dude, he just clocked him, bro. The dude's exhausted. He's done. Give me a 10-8 round right here, bruh. You put him down again. This man ain't got nothing left. Don't knee him. Bro. Parsons' way. Hey, this dude is wobbly, bro. This dude is it. He's on shaky legs out here. Hey, dude out here doing the stanky leg, looking like Bambi. He does it. He doesn't have it, guys. He's crazy. He knows. You know he's got another 5 minutes. His corner's gonna have to throw in the towel, bro. They called the fight. They called it. Woo! They called it. Rubber band leg. This boy, and he's mad they called it. I got it wrong, but I got it right mid-fight. I told y'all. I said, hey, this guy will not be here in 2 rounds. You cannot be swinging that hard and be around for 2 rounds, no matter what you look like. Corey Flores, I told you, he's swinging for the fences. He will not be here in 2 rounds. And mark my words, he was not here in 2 rounds. You'll get knocked out when you're punching that hard. You're not protecting your face. Oh, my goodness. He thought the bell saved him. Oh, yeah. Dude, that was mean. Hey, ref ain't worried about the clock, bruh. Ref just saw you get knocked on your face, on your ass. All right, So, we're back to mic checking, y'all.
Man, getting help has been hard.
You guys got to talk to me. We're an hour in, and I don't know which one sounds better. So we're on test 1. We're on 1 right now. We're on 1. Rico knows. Shout out to you. You and your friends don't know, but Rico knows. We're on 2. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. I think this one sounds like an echo, so I don't like 2. So once again, 1 or 2. We're on 2 now. Somebody talk to me. 1 or 2. I'm going to keep the mic up like this. We all like. So 1 is better than 2. This is 1 right here. Definitely better than 2. Got it. Got it. Okay, now. Is 1. We're on 1 again. We're on 1 again. 1 or 2. How does 2 sound? Is this one better than 1? Rico knows. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows, right? So this is 2. Oh, we're back to 1. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. What's up? Somebody talk to me. Number 1 or number 2? How close is it? Let me know. I'm keeping the mic up like this. Somebody's got to talk to me. Exactly the same. Jesse says they're the same. We like 1 better again. So, this is 1. 1 sounds better. 1, but it's close. Okay, they sound the same. These 2 sound the same. There's no way they sound the same, but I hear you guys. All right, but this one lost. This one right here is a loser. Get out of here. This one's a loser. We can talk about anything. Just it all depends on what we're watching at the moment. I apologize. I got to hit refresh on this. It froze because I hit pause instead of mute. Oh, that's on me, bro. Give me a second here, guys. I got to get my fights back up. All right. But we're still working on the mic. All right. Do we like 1 or 2? Which one sounds better? This one? Oh, we're back. This one here or that one there? Let me know. This or that?
There's your next call out.
This is 1.
Talk to me about the game plan for this one. Obviously, Danny Roberts.
Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. This is 2.
What was the game plan coming
Is it
into
2 or is it 1? Your friends don't know, but Rico knows.
Fight smart, fight sharp.
All your friends know.
Slow him down with my defense.
What's up?
I feel that, his strikes weren't effective, and then
Was it 1 or 2?
eventually I was
Ginger
able to
Roberts
touch
says
him
2
and
this
get
time.
rocked.
This is the 1.
Congratulations on a brilliant debut. Ladies and
This is
gentlemen,
the 2.
winner, Johnny
Your win.
Aspinall.
Johnny Parsons. Johnny Parsons wins, y'all. Welcome back to it. 2 is better. We're done. We're staying on 2 from now on. Thank you so much, Glitter Dude. We're staying on 2 from now on. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for being here. We're back to talking about these live stream, these fights. Hey, we just got that wrong, but we got it right mid-fight. Up next is Danny Grant. No one wants to fight Danny Grant. Let me tell you guys about Danny Grant. He's a 37-year-old dude. He's from England, okay? Danny Grant is a dude in the bar that you don't want to get in a fight with. Let me tell you guys this. I was once watching the GSP versus, and that's George St. Pierre. George St. Pierre, I'll get with you, Glitter. Do give me a second here. I was once watching George St. Pierre versus, what's his name? The Prodigy. What's the Prodigy's name? I'm forgetting his name right now. The Prodigy, BJ Penn. There it is, BJ Penn. So BJ Penn and GSP are fighting each other. I'm at a Buffalo Wild Wings, and there's this guy. I'm there with a couple of buddies, and we're all watching the fights. No big deal. We're sitting at the bar on these stools. You know, those stools with no back on them, and they spin. So we're watching the fight here. It's in front of us on big screens, and there's a bunch of people behind us, all on their tables and their booths or whatever. And there's this one guy. Yeah, Davey Grant's a beast. I'm so ready for him to win this fight. So there's this one guy storming back and forth, pacing back and forth in the Buffalo Wild Wings. There's nowhere to sit. And he's watching the fights. He's got a tap-out shirt on. His shirt says, tap out. And he's going back and forth watching the fights, and he's drunk. And he's yelling out, yeah, man, F him up, F him up. And he's throwing punches in the air. He's doing all this stuff. And I'd say he's about 5'9", 5'10", 180. And he's acting real tough walking around the tables. And me and my boys, we're quiet. We're watching the fights. We're minding our own business. And eventually he stops right behind me. And he's not bugging me because he's just an idiot. But there was a woman at a table with her husband. She looked at her husband and she said, the next time he stops in front of our table, you better say something. And I just remember hearing that, and I was like, what the hell is he supposed to say? Because I turned around, this dude might have been 140 pounds soaking wet. What's he supposed to say? This dude's blocking their view of the TV. He's standing in front of them. They can't see the fights. This guy's blocking the view and doing his little fake fighting shadow in the middle of the fight, you know? So the dude keeps walking back and forth, and finally he walks over there and he blocks that table again, their view of the fight. And this time the husband says, hey man, down in front. You know, he's like, hey man, you mind moving down in front? Dude turns around and goes, what's your problem? I knock people out. You don't talk to me. Da-da-da. And he starts acting real tough with this guy. And he punks this older dude, and I'd say this guy was in his 40s. We were in our 20s at the time. And he punks this dude in front of his own wife. And the only thing I could think of at that moment, and now at the time I was married, and I just thought, man, I could never have that happen in front of my wife. And how do you live that down? Like, what happens then? What happens next? So I felt like, nah, you don't get to do this to this man. And you're not going to disrespect he and his wife and everybody. So I just said, hey, man, I spun around in my chair. And I tapped him on the shoulder. And he turned around. And he goes, what do you want? What the F you want, buddy? And I'm like, dude, relax. I said, I just want you to respect their wishes and don't block the view, man. Everybody's trying to enjoy the fight. Who's eyeing in front of you? Da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, okay, dude. Then he says to me, you don't know, I tap people out. And he's got the shirt on, and he keeps doing it. I tap people out. And I'm like, all right, man. I said, hey, dude, all that tells me is you buy T-shirts. And that's all it took. Now the man was amped. Now he wanted a piece of me. So, long story short, beat the ever-living shit out of him in that place, in Buffalo Wild Wings. Stomped him out. They keep my ATM card. We leave right away. But I had an open bar tab. And they kept my ATM card. And they knew who I was. I could not get away with it. So they eventually called the MPs because I was on base. I was there TDY, temporary duty. So I had to go back and get my card. And then they told the MPs, and I had to go report to the MPs. And all I said was, hey, this guy was trying to assault another table. He was doing this, and, yeah, I crossed the line. But the reality is he was a belligerent drunk and the aggressor. And I just wanted to ensure that he stopped aggressing people, harassing people. And they left me alone. They didn't do nothing to me, and I didn't get charged all my drinks that night. True story. True story. Awesome stuff. So, yeah, shout out to anybody wearing tap-out shirts. I'm really afraid of you. Rico, you got any crazy stories? Any stories about any crazy ladies that you've been with? Glitter dude, I've been with hundreds of women in my life. I definitely have crazy stories about women in my life. Crazy stories? The craziest one is obviously my ex-wife, my first ex-wife, but I won't go there right now. I'll just tell you that. Never heard a Rico story that didn't entertain me. Yeah, I'll just tell you guys this: when you live a long life like me, and you have the ability to obtain women just with your personality or maybe your looks or whatever it is, you're gonna come across certain people that aren't of the same caliber. And the same, echelon or the same walk of life as you. So I'll tell you a true one. I went on a date with a girl. We had a great date, a first date. This was like last year sometime. We had a great first date. Loved everything about this girl. I enjoyed the date thoroughly. And as I was dropping her off at home and driving away, she sent me a group text. No, not the toes. She's not crazy. That's just unfortunate. Ginger Roberts is talking about the girl I dated, and she took her shoes off and her feet and her socks off, and she only had 2 toes. Yeah, that really was pretty something else. But no, that's not her fault. She only had 2 toes. That shit threw me for a loop. But no, crazy ladies. This one woman, I took her on a date. It was a great time. Hooked up and everything. We're grown, bruh. Remember, this was last year. I'm 39 at the time. And she proceeds, after I drop her off, I'm driving back home. She texts me in a group text. It was me, her boyfriend, and I think her sister. But I know it was her and her boyfriend for sure, and a fourth number, because mine was the third number. And all she wrote was, hey, Troy, you're not the only one that you see. I got me a new man now. Something like this. I'm like, what the hell is she talking about? So I wrote her back, and I'm like, hey, I think you accidentally threw me in this group text. This ain't for me. I'm good. And then she wrote me back, but instead of writing me back, she kept writing me back in the group text. She's like, no, it's okay, babe. We're going to be together forever. This asshole Troy just needs to leave me alone and get out of my life and all this stuff. And I'm like, bruh, I don't know you like that. We just had a really good first date. We had a really good night. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. But calling me babe, writing to me with your ex-boyfriend in the chat, like, it was not cool. She's like, don't worry. He'll be back to see me next Thursday, all this stuff. I'm just like, no, I won't. And she was beautiful, but she was crazy. That was crazy. You don't just start writing me in group text with your ex-boyfriend trying to flex on him. Like, that was real. That was something interesting. Not what I wanted in life. That's very childish. So I literally blocked her, like, immediately. I think before I got home, I blocked her. And I lived about 40 minutes away. Yeah, she was blocked and out of my life instantly. Instantly. It was nuts. So that's a pretty crazy one. I've had some really crazy ones. Some really crazy ones. I had a girl once stab me in the shoulder up here. Can't see the scar anymore because of the tattoo. But she stabbed me in the shoulder with her keys. Because I didn't want to go. Oh, I had one break my rear windshield because I didn't want to go out on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, if you guys don't know anything about New Year's Eve parties, obviously people have them, and they want to kiss someone at midnight. I had a woman I was seeing. I did not want to go to a New Year's Eve party to kiss her at midnight. It was nothing personal to her. I just didn't want to go do anything. I wanted to stay home because on New Year's Day, there's a bunch of bowl games. So I told her I want to just stay home so I can go to bed early and wake up and watch the bowl games because I wanted to watch, the New Year's Day bowls, the Rose Bowl and all the other bowls. I watch college football. She thought I was going out somewhere on New Year's Eve. So she came by my apartment at the time I was living in an apartment. She came by my apartment after midnight on New Year's. She came to and she saw all the lights off at my place. And she thought I was out with someone else and left my car there. She thought I went to another New Year's Eve party to go with some other girl or something. I was asleep inside. So I wake up the next morning, and I go to throw the trash. And, when you throw trash in an apartment complex, you got to go throw it at the dumpster. It's like down the street a little bit or whatever. I come outside, and I'm like, oh, man, my rear windshield has a lot of frost on it. Because it was just all like, when you break a window, you get those little cracks? The whole window had all those cracks everywhere. And I was like, from a distance, it looked like frost. The whole window had frosted over. I'm like, why is my car the only one with frost on the back of the window? And then I got closer to it. Nope, she had put a damn rock right through my window, bro. Right through my rear windshield. True story. And it was cold. It was cold. It was El Paso. True story. I was in my 20s. She thought I went out. I was asleep in my room. Sleep in my apartment. Didn't want to go out. But she wasn't welcome to spend the night either. I don't like sleeping next to somebody I can't trust. Think you might try to end my life. All right, we're back to the fights. This man right here with the red hair, Don Marcos. Danielle, I call him Don. Undefeated, bruh. 14-0. They want to know, is he real? So they gave him a gatekeeper. Guys, we're going to find out how real he is. Did you block her? Back then, there wasn't really anything to block. This was a long time ago. I don't think there was anything to block. It wasn't important to block somebody. I don't think I didn't have a Facebook or nothing back then. Not that I remember. Here's the man who's going to touch his nuts. Check him out. Boom. Always reaching for it. See, and he did it instinctively. He knocked on his own cup because he's used to doing that before he goes in the ring. He knocked on his own cup because this man knocked on it for him. Bro, so you're undefeated. They want to see how really good you are. So they say, hey, you're undefeated? Come out to England. You got to fight Davy Grant. Davy Grant is an old man. He's 37 years old. Davy Grant is the guy. He's a beast of a person. He looks very awkward. He's just not normal, but he's scrappy, bro. You don't want to fight this man. Not in a bar. This is the guy you get. If you get in a fight with him, you're like, oh. So here it is. They're going to show him old school is what they're saying. Go show him old school. Merab is saying, let's see it. I like him a lot. Let's go. Third straight win if he can win this one? Okay. Here we go. He went to Thailand? What was he doing? Was he visiting somebody? I seen those documentaries. All right, here we go. This man is dying to reach in there. With Davy Grant. Davy Grant don't know. He's got his eyes closed. He's like, hey, do what you want to do, boss. Do what you want to do to me. Come on, dude. Come on. The only man I've been seeing do this. All right, here we go. What's crack-a-lackin', fool? Here we go. Undefeated at 30 years old. It's got to feel good having never lost at 30. 69 inches. Davy's the underdog. Who's got Davy Grant in this fight? What do you guys got? Let me know. You got to feel pretty good about Davy, but he is getting old. Sacrificial lamb for the undefeated fighter in your home country. Hey, that place ain't sold out. Maybe it is. It's the prelim still. I would love to go to a fight not sold out, though. I don't like sold out shows or events. You got people sitting next to you. It feels like you're on a plane, bro. Just rubbing shoulders and knees and thighs with people. He's from Peru. Se me paró. Oh, no, that's not the same thing. My bad. Johnny Chung. You guys don't know this guy, Johnny? Johnny Chungus? Johnny Calinas? Johnny Calinas? Man, I grew up on some dude. Don't even ask me, bro. Don't even ask me. My father was playing some shit for me, bro. I was a kid listening to the wrong stuff. All right. Sorry if I get a little distorted. We should be good right there. Aklan. Johnny Chingas. Hey, this dude knows. Shout out to Rico Mix. Johnny Chingas. She grabbed my chorizo. She knew what to do. Se me paró. Dude, I know this song, bro. This is outrageous. Here's Davy Grant, y'all. Davy Grant is a beast. He's just a little wiry. Who you guys got? We got Davy. How do you approach women in public? With confidence and a smile. I approach them in places where they feel comfortable, like at work. Never alone on a trail. I do just fine. I approach them with a confidence and a smile. Here we go. We got Redhead undefeated. Davy's crafty. Davy's ready to scrap for real. Let's see it. All right, by the way, Marcos is the favorite. Marcos is the favorite. Davy Grant is the underdog. Corey Flores says Davy's winning this by knockout. Daniel Marcos has never been beaten, let alone knocked out. But we're saying he's going to get knocked out. It's quite the task. There's Davy. Ooh. Got kicked back, bro. Measuring. You don't measure with your arms. You measure with your feet. You measure with your lead leg. In all your years of sparring and fighting, you learn when you're close enough to be in what we call striking range, as opposed to where they're at right now, which is projectile range. You'd have to shoot from here, throw something. Once you get close enough for striking range, you know what it is, and then you can let it fly. Marcos is laughing. Marcos is like, hey, that's what you got. Nice kick. Told you. Grant's legs, he's put too much weight on his feet. Ooh. Even when you block that one hurts. That wasn't good for him. You don't want to be kicking shins or knees. It's a good forward kick. That'll stop all momentum, that front kick. change levels. But when you saw Davey push forward, Marcos needs to move circle, not back up straight. There we go. Ooh. These boys are just swinging. Swinging.
Marcos, a very special athlete. All of his coaches have said at every stage of his career that it's
Special athlete. I'll take it. Undefeated at 30. We got to start finding you guys who want to scrap, bro. That's some boxing type record. That happens in Peru. Hey, that was a low blow. That was a low blow. Nice kick again. Davey's not going to let you kick his front leg like that. He will just start closing the distance and make it ugly. He'll make it a brawl before he goes out on some leg kicks, just so we're clear. So as Marcos keeps kicking that lead calf, like he keeps doing, Davey's just going to switch it up and actually try to shorten this fight. There it is. You keep kicking my lead leg, I'm going to come. It's going to get very nice. I think Marcos knows what he's doing, though. He's going to keep touching it. That's fine. Keep touching the back of that calf. You know it bothers Grant. Grant's out here switching stance, pretending like he's trying to set up kicks, but he's really switching stance because he's hurting. You see him doing all these jumping around, flip. They're called switch kicks when you flip and your lead leg back. It's a karate thing. Switch kick, switch kick. There's a switch and a slip. Two different kicks. One rotates your hips, the other one doesn't. Show you guys on a heavy bag if you needed to, but I don't feel like getting up and kicking right now. There we go. High kick, miss. Blocked, I should say. Blocked. Here we go. Nice knee. It was blocked. They're both conserving energy for the next round. I have a couple of predictions in my chat. If you saw the chat on Facebook, on YouTube, somebody said, and I quote, Davey knockout second round. Second round. So you better be saving your energy. These knees are coming, though. I like the way Davey's sprinting around and rotating to the weak side. But you will get tired. Looks like he's in shape, though. I think he can do this. Marcos keeps missing. He's just a little late. He needs to understand that Davey's got a better pedigree of movement. Like he's just a better – he moves better than the people you're used to fighting. So it's harder to hit him. Yep, they're talking about it right now. He's throwing a lot of variety. It's just these awkward, unorthodox movements that you're not used to when you fight other people. Davey's just crafty. Davey's crafty. I don't know who won this round. Well, you could say it's Marcos, just for the couple of drops you have. But that's a very difficult round to grade at that point. Who do you guys got winning that round? You let me know in chat. I don't have a clue. And I'm afraid this might go the distance, and we might fall asleep watching this one. Howdy, y'all. Caught me early. Had no idea the tea time in London. Yeah, it happens sometimes, Steve. I missed at least the first 3 or 4 fights. But that's perfect because I'm going to hang out with Junior after this. Junior's so excited. He texted me, Dad, I just got promoted again. He's been working on his rank in this new mode. And in the video game we play together. And my son is 15, and he don't give a shit about sports, y'all. My son ain't watching any sports. He don't know anything. Hey, Slam Ball's on. I got a text about it last night from Steve. Steve writes me and goes, hey, just a heads up, Slam Ball's all over ESPN+. I'm like, thanks, buddy. Guess what I'm not doing? I'm not turning on no damn Slam Ball. I didn't watch the slam dunk contest. I didn't watch the home run derby. I don't like watching athletic events where there's no competition. This is just a fact. This is why I don't watch a lot of the SEC football games. There's no competition. I'm not watching it. Slam ball, nothing, bruh. Shit is boring. All right, we're back at it. Let's go. Touching gloves, hands up, defend your face. Boom, boom. You guys ever seen that dude at the park just dunking on everybody? Dunking in warm-up? Dribbling all crazy in warm-up? Then you get in the game, can't dribble it past half court. Somebody just pick him like a booger. Here we go. I know plenty of dudes like that. They're real fancy, throwing spirals and shit. We get in the game, they can't do anything. What's my opinion on the Browns this year? They're shit, bro. They're the same color as that. I'm not a big fan of the Cleveland Browns. I think their quarterback sucks. I think their team needs a lot of work. I could never see the Browns be a winner. Let me tell you guys something. I could predict that the Browns, without looking at them, I could say the Browns are not going to the playoffs and they won't win a game. I could say that every single year of my entire life and be right 95% of the time. Whether I look at them or not. My entire life, I could just say that. How do you feel? How you feel about how easy it seems to go D1 nowadays for high schoolers playing football? Well, there are 133 teams. There are a shit ton of FCS teams. I consider FCS Division I as well. What I would say is college teams are not afraid to take a chance on players now because you can just not renew their scholarship, right? If you miss them recruiting, it's no big deal. Back in the day when you missed them recruiting, they were still on your team. They were still in your locker room. They're not getting cut. They're just there. They're just in the locker room. You're just hoping to phase them out. You're hoping they quit. But they're not going anywhere. So, like, missing a recruiting was a much bigger deal. Nowadays, you miss a recruiting, you just go, all right, hey, spring exit meeting. You're out of here. Boom. And it's just like, what are we doing? So they don't care. Looks like a big place. Are they at O2? They are in England. I have no idea where they're at in England. I don't know what it is. What about the Steelers? I love everything about the Steelers. Shout out to Tomlin. I like the way they're running their organization. I like the Steelers. I'm cool with the Steelers. Do you think it washes out the level of gameplay? No, not necessarily. I think I enjoy all levels of football, so I have a different perspective. I think it's great. I think the players are great. Because a lot of those guys you're recruiting, they don't all make the two deep. They're not on the field every Saturday. The good players are still going to play. It doesn't matter. Some dude who never played is up there. The reality is the huddle film is everything. We can now all watch highlight tapes, and recruiting departments can now see every player they want to see anywhere in the country. Whereas back in the day, you had to get a VHS tape, and you had to travel, and you had to show up at that high school and ask the coach about all his good players. You know, there was so much going on back then, so you would miss on people. I can remember there was this guy, Caleb Gervin. I watched him play, George Gervin's nephew in basketball. And he was the best player for 40 miles. He was the best player anywhere. Caleb Gervin, fourth highest leading scorer in California high school history in basketball. And nobody was recruiting him. And we were like, what the hell is wrong with these people? This guy's amazing. And they're like, well, he's not on an AAU team. He only won one CIF title. We're like, well, we don't know him. He's not Tayshaun Prince. He's not Tyson Chandler. He's not Jason Capono. He's not Casey Jacobson. Yeah, the Iceman's nephew. Not getting recruited by anybody. Finally got signed by Louisville, and it was Denny Crum as the coach before Rick Pitino. And then he ended up at Azusa Pacific because he got kicked out of school for smoking weed. But the point is like, yeah, you had to be all out of this world. White dude's head position looks a bit exposed. So the white dude is Davy Grant, Steve Talbot, and you better ask somebody about Davy Grant. Davy Grant's just a wiry old man. He's crafty, bruh. Look at that. He just kicked that man's calf out. Muay Thai clinch. Davy Grant's just something weird, bruh. And Marcos is undefeated and has never been in there with somebody as crafty. So it's going to be difficult for Marcos. Another thing that's going to be hard for Marcos that no one wants to admit is they're fighting in England. So Jason Capono, one of my all-time favorites, no joke, tried to model my game after his. There you go, Connor. Yeah, watched him play in high school, Artesia. He was all right, good three-point shooter later in his career, but he wasn't that great in high school. The best three-point shooter out of everybody back then was Tayshaun Prince. He was stroking it. Pause. But the Collins twins were at that same time, Jason and Jerron Collins. One of them was dainty as hell. But no, it's just the way it went back in the day. just the way it went back in the day. Recruiting was hard. But now everybody's got a huddle tape. Can see your highlight tape. We can find diamonds in the rough anywhere. Now you got kids going undefeated in South Dakota and getting Ohio State offers. That would never happen back in the day. Do you think not sticking to one person on huddle hurts someone getting recruited, or do you think they like to see the athleticism? Not sticking to one position? No, not at all. I think playing multiple positions has always been, dude, I did it again. I accidentally hit pause. What is wrong with me? Playing multiple positions, a couple of ways. Sometimes you're labeled as a utility player or versatile or, an asset, a valued asset. But oftentimes you can be called a tweener. And a tweener is just somebody who isn't good enough at any position and has the right size or the right athleticism for each position. So a tweener's not good. A tweener's a guy who's 6'5", 220, and he's on the defensive line trying to rush. And you're like, well, dude, you should probably play linebacker. He's not strong enough. Oh, or a safety, and they're like, well, he's not fast enough. Maybe we should move him to linebacker. Well, he's not strong enough. You're just kind of in between. It's not good. It's not good, but it happens. But, yeah, I don't think that hurts you on tape. There's a lot of guys out there that played quarterback, and they're doing just fine playing other positions at the collegiate level. Just get tape. Just look athletic. But that's how that goes. Do you think who's the smarter choice starting at quarterback for Auburn? I don't know about smarter choice. Who's better, Thorne or Ashford? I don't know. Robbie looks good, but Thorne has never impressed me. Thorne has sensational weapons at Michigan State. Didn't do anything with them. But there's really good receivers at Auburn. And if you're Robbie Ashford, and you can't complete the passes, let's get rid of you, bruh. Let's get rid of you because you got to get the ball to these guys' hands. I'm telling you guys right now, Jair Shorter is the truth. And he just got there. Jair Shorter is the man. But so is Bat T. So is Jarquez Hunter. So Auburn has a couple of guys that are worth the damn and very good. But if I'm picking a starting quarterback on that team, it's going to be whoever can get the ball to the playmakers. I don't need the quarterback to be the playmaker. And that's where Robbie Ashford comes in. He's a good playmaker, but I don't need him to be. I need somebody who can get the ball to players. I was the star, on defense, and I feel like it messed me up in college because they didn't run that type of defense. That's why I was asking. Yeah, so a lot of that comes from recruiters have to identify you. Okay, you played the star position. You played the Aztec position. You played the rover position, whatever they call it. And then you get to a certain defense, and they run a different scheme. I see some teams right now are running 3-3-5s. And how does that translate when you're in high school and what are you? You're a defensive end. They want to move you to nose tackle. You've never done that before. You never ran a 3 technique before. I want to tell you that when you get to college, I don't like using made-up numbers, but 90% of your development is on you as a player. Like, it's on you. You can blame the coaches. You can say what you want. But I think it's on the actual individual player, right? It's on you to watch the film, learn the plays, learn the expectations, work out and work towards whatever role they're going to have you in. Now, if you got new defensive coordinators every year, that doesn't help. If you've got change in scheme, that doesn't help. But I need people to understand that they're going to keep moving forward. It's a machine. They don't care that you're not ready to play at their positions. They don't care that you can't contribute because in high school, I was looking at I'll give you a prime example. I was looking at Graham Mertz, and in high school, he never once took a snap from under center. Every single play was a shotgun snap. So did his coaches set him up for failure because he didn't know how to take a snap from the center? All he ever did was shotgun. Then he got to Wisconsin, and they said, oh, you're going to come from under center. You're going to do play-action reads. Because we're going to fake it to our running back. We have Jonathan Taylor here. We have great running backs, and we're going to do this. And he did not know how to react. And he's still not good, and he's still not there. So he had to actually leave Wisconsin because he could not play in their new offensive scheme. And now he's going to Florida. I want to tell you, it's all out there for the player to do. But, it's easy for me to say it in my years of wisdom. But when you get to college, if you don't look at college and your football career as your profession, you will never succeed. Not to the echelon at which you aspire to have. In other words, if you just go to practice and you work hard and then you go home and you do a workout and you work hard and you go home, that is not how you become great. I tell this to my young soldiers all the time. You know, when you're in the Army, you're only being judged on what you do after work. Like, I don't care. I talked to this one guy. He's like, Top, what do I got to do to get promoted? I'm a staff sergeant. I'm this, that. And I said, bruh, what do you do after work? He's like, well, I like when I get home, I'm a little stressed out. So I open up a cold one. I relax. I de-stress a little bit. I watch some Office. I do this. I do that. I said, no, man. You're being judged on what you do once we leave here. I said, look at all those guys ahead of you. You know what they did when they got off of work? They went to the gym. Look at the other guys over here. They started taking college classes, right? When no one was looking, they were taking college classes. These guys are going to the gym. And here we are 4 years later. That guy's got a master's degree. That guy over there is in physical peak shape. And you have been working hard between 9 to 5 every single day. And that's what people need to understand is a lot of times you think doing your job or your expectations is enough, and it's not. So if you're in college and you're going to parties and you're meeting girls, I know it's a great thing to do. I got it, man. I was that age. I was doing that thing. I was at Arizona in 2014. I was at every game. I was at the zoo. I was sitting in the zoo. I got pictures of me at the games with girls in the stands. I was partying it up. I know what it is. You're not understanding. That's not going to get you where you want to be. The guys who are locked in for 4 years straight on their profession, they're going to become great. Sometimes people ask me, hey, Rico, what did it take to become the Soldier of the Year? Let me tell you guys. I know Tucson like the back of my hand. I used to live in Sierra Vista, about an hour away. When I first joined the Army, I went to my NCO and I said, hey, boss, my sergeant. I said, hey, I want to be the Soldier of the Year. My twin brother was the Soldier of the Year. I want to be the Soldier of the Year. How do I do it? And he's like, well, you got to study. I said, what do I got to study? He said, these Army regulations. I said, okay. Every single day, I would work out. I would go to work and work like crazy. I would work like crazy all day long to prove I'm the best. And then after work, I would eat dinner real quick. From like 5 to 6, I would eat dinner. Boom. And then at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m., 1800, till 2100, I studied every night for 3 hours. I learned how to use a lensatic compass. I learned how to clean weapons. I learned how to take apart things. I learned how to extract mines. I learned how to deploy a claymore mine. I learned how to do first aid. I learned about every aspect of soldierization. I learned everything. Every single night for 3 hours I studied. My wife got tired of it. I had flashcards and I'm going. She's like, could you please just stop one night? I said, no, I want to be the Soldier there. And I did this shit. I did it for 2 years. Till I knew I couldn't be beat. I did it for 2 years. My friends, I'd go to work. My friends would be like, oh my God, new Halo 2 just came out. The new Black Ops just dropped. The new World of Warcraft just came out. They would be like, hey, yo, Reek, we're going to the club, man. We're doing it. I said, I'm focused on this task right now, guys. They said, what do you mean? It's Saturday. Dude, I'm doing this. And I won. And 20 years later.
Anders Olsen scores the contest. 29-28.
Hold up.
Grant. Clemens Werner scores it. 29-28. Marcos. And Cesar Wojciechowski scores the contest. 29-28 for the winner by split decision and still undefeated Daniel.
This man won. But I promise you guys, I stayed locked in like that over my career many times. When my peers were doing some other shit, I was like, yo, I'm locked in. This is my profession. And 20 years later, I've been a first sergeant for 3 years. I've been a master sergeant for 5 years. I achieved things these people could never dream of because I was locked in for 20 years. It's right now. Right now, I'm doing it right now. People ask me, hey, Rico, what are you doing on TikTok? How are you getting all these views? How are you getting all these followers? How are you growing? And then when I tell them, oh, well, you got to make content. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm making content. I make about this. I say, well, what about how many videos you make? Well, I got to get paid. Dude, I made 2,000 videos before I ever made $1. I'm locked in. I wake up every morning. I take a shower. I go work out. I come over here. I sit down in my lab, and I'm in here grinding all day, every day. For 2 years, or for a year, for 2,000 videos, I didn't make $1. And now I make more than $100 a day. I make a living doing this. And people, oh, well, how do we get there? How do we get there? Well, there ain't no shortcuts, bruh. It's real grinding. Hey, Rico, how'd you learn about all the players in the portal? I saw a guy write that shit in the transfer down here in TikTok. He said, hey, how'd you learn about all the players in the portal? I read every single name. Any name I didn't recognize, I went and studied his entire life. Where did he go to high school? Who were his coaches? Where did he go? Who recruited him? I did that for every single player. These guys telling you there's 2,000 players in the portal. Yeah, I went, okay, I can do 20 today. Wait, I got to speed that up. I can do 40 today. How many can I get done? Well, in 40 days, I'll have known. That's 800. That's 1,600. Oh, shit, I think I got this. I think I can do this. 40? What is that? Well, let me do that. 5 guys an hour for 8 hours. Shit, I think I might have to work 10 hours. Let's do it. And that's what you guys got to know. Is there's people out there in this world who are going to apply themselves to their goals and their professions with no regard for social norms. Social norms are like, well, we work 9 to 5. Social norms are, well, I work 12 hours a day. Well, I work 5 days a week. Bruh, I was talking, who won? Marcos won. Marcos still undefeated. Davey Grant lost. I was talking to you earlier today, DMV. From Denver, DMV. I was talking to you earlier today, and I wrote you in a message, and I said, hey, man, I'd love to help you, but I'm in the middle of my live stream right now because I'm at work, and I got to stay focused. People don't understand the amount of drive certain people have to be great. Like, you might take a break and go watch a TV show. You might take a text from a girl and go out here. Bro, I got girls in my phone. I could be going on dates. I got Tinder and Bumble like anybody else. But I will not stop my drive to be great. There are beautiful women in this world. But that's not my motivation. That shit don't motivate me. I want to keep going. And let me tell you something. I just got paid by all my social media in the last week. And when you can take that money, you can take those stacks, and you can go spend it on whatever you want. But you don't see me spending it. And I got more than everybody. And I'm chilling. I just saw a young man, he made $9,000 last month on TikTok. And I see him right now. He's in New York. He's having a good time. He's partying. He's living it up. And I'm not mad at him. I just know that he's not built for this. And what I'm talking about is being the best. Like being the legitimate best. Because you're out here celebrating your victory. And you're flossing, and you're going out to buy a chain, and you're going out to buy a watch. And bro, I got so much money. Kim gives me a hard time about this all the time. Kim be like, don't you want new shoes? And I'm like, nah. Nope. I don't need a new bag. I need a new life. You feel me? I don't need new anything. I need a new life. I'm so focused, you can't get me off it. And you guys will come in here every single day, and you won't even relate to me. Cup check all the time. You guys can't even relate to me because I'm on such a different wavelength when it comes to pushing and driving into being better. There's dudes out there taking breaks every day. I ain't take a break yet, man. I ain't had a day off. Get through my TikTok and find a day where I didn't post a video. That's work. Find a day where I didn't make a video. That means I took a day off if I didn't make a video. Find it. Was I on vacation? I took one vacation all year, bro. Took one vacation all year. And I still made videos while on vacation. And I see Kim. Kim's got work ethic. She said I'm pushing her to be better every day. Some days I'll hit Kim up and she'll be like, hey, I'm busy. I'm out working right now. People got to know. You just got to be grinding. You got to be built for this. Or you'll never be great. There's no shortcut. So I say all that to tell you guys, there are football players who show up on campus and only work out when told. And only go to practice when told. And only focus on their craft when told. And they know who those other guys are. Been posting YouTube videos since 2011. Okay. There's people out there, and you know who they are. You get to practice. You get on the team, and you're like, man, coach said we got to work out. You get up there. You see the WOD. You see the workout of the day. You see it right there. Strength and conditioning coach told you all what we're working on today. You're like, all right, we're working on this. And then when you're done, where do you go? You bounce. You're going to hit up a girl. Hey, I told you I just got to lift weights real quick. I'll be right there. Yeah, I'm on my way. What you doing? WYD. And you're out at 2 in the morning looking for a girl, looking for this, looking for that, trying to hook up. Not me. I was locked in. And I've been locked in for 20 years now. I've been locked in. You guys got to have that mindset. Here we go. We got another undefeated fighter in Murphy here. 12-0-1. That 0-1 is that no contest? Or is it a draw? I think it was a draw. Let's go. I was not paying attention. You're retiring from predicting fights. If you guys didn't know, Corey Flores just missed 3 fights in a row. He's done. He doesn't understand. When we pick fights out here, it's not a game. It's hard to do. I think I just got bit in the face by something, y'all. I'm not kidding. I just got bit by an animal. Man, by an insect. It's bugging the hell out of me. I apologize. It's the only thing that can defeat me. All right, let's go. This is their guy right here. Now, I want you to know, Murphy looks like he's a striker, and he is. But he really, out of these 2 guys, he wants a takedown. He wants to take it to the ground and pound. But he's a good fighter all the way around. But let's go. What's up? That girl out there got the turnover chain. You see her big ass chain? Loic Pora, this is the nut checker right here. Loic Pora is the one who gets it. Rico getting caught on a roller coaster with the Gators on vacation. Always entertaining. Thank you very much. Got caught on a roller coaster over a year ago. It broke down when I got on it. They knew I was there. Here we go. They already touched gloves. We ain't touching no more. These little guys are quick. The sky is the limit, bruh. The ceiling is the sky. Man, what is Michael Bisping doing? Hey, the British dudes can't even say the right shit. Man, I had a smooth ass saying I told this kid the other day. I said, you remind me, I'm like you when you were a kid. Nobody wants to play with me. That's what I told him. I'm like you when you were a kid. Nobody wants to play with me. Off balance. Let him play. Make him pay. Make him pay. Oh, he clocked him. He clocked him, y'all. The lights are on. The lights are on. Come on now. So you see right here, we're in a 50-50. Nobody's got the advantage. You got to turn him to the cage. Perfect. You want to fight for that other underhook. You each have 1. You got to try to get 2. He's grabbing the fence, bro. Come on. He's grabbing the fence. His fingers were through the cage. So right here, he's trying to get his head at his chin. It's very uncomfortable when you get your head at somebody's chin and push. He's reaching for a high single leg. There it is. He's reaching for a single. He's going to pull it up and dump it. That's good. Now you got to raise it up higher. That's harder to do. So usually you let it go. I would turn the corner with it, but that's fine. There we go. Disengage. Usually I do an elbow on the break, but we're cool. Kulabao. Ooh. Kulabao's got good head movement, y'all. You don't want to get clipped. I see Murphy with all the muscles. I like guys who show up with all them muscles. They don't stick around for the 3rd round. Look at that man's thigh, bro. That man's got no body fat on him. That dude's thigh is real. Dude, I got bit by something? Again? Bro, what's going on around here? Georgia Summers real. Georgia Summers are real, bro. He's a late bloomer. I thought he called him a puma. Like, why is he a late cat? There it is. And he's going to get mad because he's athletic, but he's off balance, and he's getting clocked. I'm telling you. There we go. Who picked Murphy? Who picked Murphy in the chat? Who picked Murphy in the chat? Murphy's in shape. He might be a fitness model on Instagram. Who did Murphy beat in fights, bruh? Who picked Murphy? Oh, you want to know if you're behind? I'm at 151, 150, 150, 49, 48. Better get that dog a flea collar. Bro, you talking about my puppy, bro? You talking about Ash? You think a flea got me, bro? You think fleas are on me? That's a viable one right there. That could be a thing. Fleas? You think I got bit by a bunch of fleas? That'd be new to me. Man, I better call the we better call somebody. I don't know what to do. Where's the flea medicine at? My girl Ash, she got an E in her name, by the way. A-S-H-E. She's fancy. I had to put an E in there. Can't let nobody think she's being named Ashley. I can't have dogs here. Oh. That elbow's bothersome. Hey, his calf is hurt too. It's good punches, but he's switching stance. Kulabau might have a hurt front calf. See him as he keeps jumping away. Oh, he got clocked. And change levels. Switch your legs, single leg. Trying to bring his hands together. They're not going to get there. They're not going to get there. I'd elbow from here. I wouldn't be trying to punch. You just throw short elbows to the ear. Short elbows to the ear. You just bend your knee here, you'll be fine. He's trapped. Bro, why were they trying to kiss after it? I'm a minute and 15 behind? All right, I'll hit refresh and see what happens. Let's see what happens here. I apologize. I hit play now. Come on now. This shit kept me on commercial, bro. This thing kept me on commercial. If the fight's back, let me know. She's in the win. I'm still on commercial. I'm watching the U.S. Open. I'm watching some nonsense. I apologize accordingly. You guys hang in there with me. We only got how many more fights to go before we're done out here? Oh, boy. Are we on the main card? We might be on the main card now, right? Prelims are over? Yeah, we're on the main card. This is the second fight on the main card. Okay. Kulabau's making main cards now. Let's go. Steve cuss out the tour. Haven't seen the highlights yet. Oh, I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that. Man. I did get bit by something. Could have been a mosquito. This is Georgia. Nice high kick, but he got caught. Murphy's looking smooth, y'all. Nice. Oh. Nope, you can't reach in. See, that was an easy underhook, and he was able to turn him around. It's an easy dig for the underhook at that point. If I'm way behind, I'm at 4:15 left in the fight. I apologize if you guys are way ahead of me. I should probably turn on the TV or look at it through YouTube TV. Something. Cool Ball's getting. Hey, this is dirty boxing here. Man, I could never be a cameraman. My back would be hurting. There we go. That's your wizard right there. What Murphy's doing over the shoulder, that's called the wizard right there. Oh, I thought I would be. Oh, he's giving them updates. No spoilers, bruh. I'm trying not to watch the updates. Somebody's out. Nope. There we go. So Kulubal's fighting for that underhook, but he's got no strength. Not nearly as strong as this man. Ooh, nice. Kind of knee to the face. Kulubal's tough, bruh. He don't have nearly the same amount. Oh, he yelled, but it really hurt. Kulubal just yelled when he got kicked, but it really hurt him. See the switch? See the stance switch? That front calf is so dark red, y'all. Who won the last fight? Marcos did. He's undefeated. Marcos beat Davey Grant. Split decision. Kulubal needs to stop trying to throw them body shots with nothing protecting his face. 255? Okay, I'm ahead of you. I'm at 234, 233, 232. Oh, these boys are real. These boys are going rock and sock 'em robots. It was a crazy exchange right there. They both clocked each other in the face. Kulubal needs to turn towards his opponent, but not lazily. He needs to spin. Now he's got a hook in. They got a French judge in here. Kulubal needs to just... There you go. You got to scrape him off your back with the fence. He's trying to reach for his post-up hand so he can't get up. Yeah. He can't get his hook in. He's got one hook in, and he's holding the position. We're going to just stall here. That's why he's looking at the ref. Like, what are we doing? This guy not progressing forward. I would never do that. Oh, my goodness. Why did you give him both hooks? Kulubal, that's just being lazy, bro. All you had to do was stay there and not let him get his other hook in. Nah, he's fine. So right here, when you lean it back like this, what you're supposed to do is dump one of the hooks. You straighten out one of your legs, and you get rid of one of the hooks. It's really easy to do. If you go, you lean back into your opponent, and then you can do something called a dump. And then you thread the needle. And when you thread the needle, it'll force your hips over, and you can spin in somebody's rear mount. You got to get rid of the hooks, but trying to get rid of the hooks without your hands is the hard part because you got to protect your neck. 111. Yeah, I'm at 40, 43, 42, 40. Now we got rear naked. And this is what I was talking about. You cannot get choked from here if you're using your hands and you're not letting them choke you. Watch this. Yep, and there he goes. He dumped it and he got rid of one of the hooks that fast. So, yeah, Kulubal's in no danger here. Sorry about that. I was listening to what they were saying instead of talking. I apologize, guys. Sometimes people don't understand. When you commit yourself to a rear mount like that, you're using your legs to hold them in position and in place. And if that man's just chilling and you're not going to get the choke, you will choke your arms out. Like, you'll blow your arms. That's what it's called, having blown arms. You can't, and at that point, every punch you throw has no more pop. Every choke you do, nothing. Everything's trash at that point. So he's a little exhausted. You got one more round. You got all those muscles, though. You guys heard what I said. When I see guys covered in muscles going into the third round, they're usually worn the hell out. Lactic acid is everywhere. Who's this girl in the commercial? I don't even know her. In all pink? I don't even know her. She's favoriting videos. I don't know her. She's on the court in heels, y'all. She's on the court in heels. The stuff they'll do to make women seem like superheroes. Ladies, you're not superheroes. And nobody wants to watch your basketball games. Last day of the tour is tomorrow. If you only watch one day, it is kind of cool. They ride into Paris on Champs-Élysées. Most expensive street in the world. Oh, I thought the most expensive street in the world was... oh, man, what was that drive? Rodeo Drive in Indian Wells or Palm Desert. There's one not in Hollywood. I grew up around a place that was pretty expensive. We still ahead about 1:15 to get ready to start the next round. I'm at 4:30 in the third round right now. Wow. Missed a kick. Dude's looking fresh. Everybody looks fresh coming out of the corner for about the first minute and a half. And then you get tired again. Yeah, I'm at 4:20, 4:19, 4:18, 17, 16. Almost got caught in a guillotine, threw an elbow, went down for the double. He shouldn't have done that. Kulabau was good to throw some more strikes up top. Now he's got the single leg. He's too tired. Just push. He's caught in a guillotine right now. He's caught in a guillotine. No, he doesn't want it. I'm going to disengage and just strike if I'm Kulabau. Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt, y'all. This fight's over. This fight's over. Kulabau's calf is blown. He can't take that anymore. Holy smokes. You see the back of his calf? He needs to get a sweep out of here. He needs to get out of this position. Rodeo's chump change compared to that? Okay. He's getting stacked really bad. Look at this. This is bad. Oh, he just kneed him on the side. That's a good punch. Yep. Here you jump on his back and get a leg in. Just like that, you get your hook in. And we're in the same spot you were in last round, but you won last round because of the control time. Control for the next 2 minutes, you win the fight. No matter what. What's up, Cindy? So, yeah. Murphy's going to win this fight, whether it goes to the distance or not. Because Kulabau's not getting out of here. He just spun around. Uh-oh. Kulabau got out. He didn't accept it. Stand up, Kulabau. Stand up. Nothing stopping your legs. Stand up. No, it's not. Oh, he's dead. He might be asleep, y'all. Oh, he's fine. He's going to put his... He's fine. He's fine. Once you start putting your hands underneath your own leg, you're good. Cindy, I don't give a shit about no dog. I only care about my dog, Cindy. You found a puppy? I don't care. Should have kept driving. You don't have a home for the dog? Not my problem. Look at that. What is that knot in that dude's leg, bro? What is that muscle that he has? Is that an extra muscle I've never seen in my life? This boy Murphy got a bubble up in his upper thigh. I don't know what that is. This choke is in, y'all. But as long as he keeps his hands underneath his thigh, it won't choke him out. It's really good. He's still got the choke in. Kulabau's got 1 minute. He's just getting manhandled right now. El Paseo, that's what it was. El Paseo. What up, Rico Mix? My bad, bro. My bad. It's a Charlie horse? Who's Charlie, bro? And why does Charlie have a horse? Why doesn't Charlie have himself a car? You like my YouTube videos? Thank you, Cindy. Most people do. My goodness. Appreciate it. He's got himself a Rico horse. You know, when people sneeze, I like to say, Rico bless you. There we go. 2 seconds. You welcome? You welcome. Yeah, so I think Murphy won this fight. He won the last 2 rounds. He survived the round. Yeah, he made it. Nah, bruh. Ooh. That's a mean kick. That's a mean kick. What up, y'all? It's your boy. Hey, you got to spell boy B-O-I. You got to spell boy B-O-I, Willie Bobo. B-O-I. Uh-oh. My feed just started freezing. Willie up in here. He's doing the Willie. He's doing the Willie. There it is. It's your boy. Hey, Willie Bobo, you remind me of McLovin, bro. Are you McLovin? Do you use ID cards to get alcohol? You use fake IDs? That's what you remind me of. A dude who will use fake IDs to get alcohol. Straight up McLovin. Anyways, what channel am I on? Oh, I'm on ESPN Plus, so I don't know if you give that, Willie Bobo. Watching the fights on ESPN Plus. We're on the main card. We got 4 fights left. This is the longest card you've ever been on in your life. We got 5 fights left. That's insane. They just want you to fight all day long. No wonder they're not doing interviews. They need to keep going and get this shit done. Every fight kept going the distance. Why are they all these fights going the distance, bro? Look at that. Sub in the first round, but then it was 3. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fights in a row. Went through. And this man still can't breathe, y'all. He got kicked in the abs. Don't he look like a little kid who's crying? It's hard to breathe. They didn't give him a single round. He can't breathe, bro. Something's hurting on him. Something's hurting on him. Now would be a good time to refresh and catch up. Yeah. You watching horse racing? You watching a track meet? Man. I apologize in advance, y'all. Me too, Bobo. Uh-oh. Eric Gonzalez watching the same thing. You guys, give me your trifecta, bro. Give me your trifecta. I don't want to hear about who's going to win. It's horse racing. Give me a trifecta. Put it out there. Give me the 8, the 3, and the 2. Let it ride. On the Del Mar races? This man wants to fight the best in the world. I don't think he's it. The Miracle? Damn. Naming yourself after a hockey match? 134 Saratoga races. Okay. Now we got ourselves a real fight here, guys. This next fight I'm excited for. Because we got a 35-year-old in Herbert showing up. And I like 35-year-old dudes still trying to fight. But he's going to get rocked. There's your 35-year-old right there. What up, Jai? Let's see what Jai's got. Take his time. Frenchie. I'm about a minute and 15 from the feed behind. Oh, no. It's all right. I promised my son I'd be on live with him by 4 p.m., 5 the latest. We might not make it in time. These fights are going too long. They're just trying to make money off me for commercials. I might just wrap it up, y'all. You guys can watch it all on your own. I think I want to hang out with my son. It's just the way I'm getting down lately. You guys know me. We've been on here for a couple hours. You guys can watch some Breeders' Cup. Ain't nobody going to miss me anyways. I'm just saying. It's the way we get down. Good Lord. Shorty got him going all over town. Let's go. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows.